Bitcoin has been super hard to trade lately because we're literally been bouncing and ranging at around such an important and pivotal area. And even today, it's very, very important because we've got the FOMC, the federal bank, possibly even cutting a 0.25% rate. So we're going to have a hell of a ride for today because I've got multiple trade ideas, and also I'm going to try and cover every single possible scenario, whether we get a pump, how can we possibly play it out, or even actually get a short. And if we drop, maybe we can have a little job with a long, a big mid job for a long. But the third possible scenario would actually get us along, but only after an amazing, very hard job, because literally Bitcoin has been very, very, I'd say, boring. However, boring in a good way, because obviously we haven't yet been able to break 91K. I told you guys that technically, yes, on a higher time frame, we still gotta break this 90.4K, because on a higher time frame, if I go to the daily time frame, guys, you can clearly see that we've been saying for the past, I'd say, 20 or even 3 weeks almost, that Bitcoin must reclaim the value area low. And by the VAL, by the value low, I mean us looking at the whole past 1 year worth of price action and then putting on a volume profile tool, as you can see. And by doing that, we can clearly see that right now Bitcoin has been struggling, fighting with this area. Sometimes we do have it as support, and then the next couple of hours we do actually lose it. So right now, even though we've been wonderfully actually making little higher highs and higher lows, it has not been confirmed yet, because I must see a reclaim and finally an ability to get a pump after holding 90.91. Obviously, we had gotten multiple times, I think 3 times, us waiting or getting a pump and actually a hold and a reclaim of 90.4K. That was the first time. That was, I think, at the end of the previous month of November. Then at the beginning of December, we even had it happen again. And even yesterday and the day before that, we had a third attempt as at actually breaking, and not only breaking but holding 90.4K. But right now, I think that the standard for reclaiming a line must be strengthened and heightened, because right now, not only do I want to see a reclaim of this area as we had done before, but we clearly start demanding much, much more of Bitcoin. We need not only to reclaim 90.4K, which we are technically doing. We've been doing that, by the way, guys, like 10, 20 times in the past 24 hours. But we also need to see a follow through, a strong move to the upside, at least to go to 95, 96K, where then, and by then, we can technically at least say that right now we can be happy about the formation of higher lows, as you can see, and we can technically be happy about us hitting 96K. However, right now, just because we've got the FOMC in the next couple of hours, I must mention and cover every single possible trade. I'll cover first of all the good potential short trade given scenario, and then I'll mention every single drop and how can we make money by longing and shorten said area. So first of all, let's assume that Bitcoin actually manages to reclaim 90 to 91K, even though that would probably give us a nice pump to the upside. I won't be longing the break or the reclaim of 91, just to make it quite clear, guys. I've never longed just the breakout of these areas, but at least I'll be happy for Bitcoin, and then I'll be waiting for 97, 96K, this important red zone, because at this area, we not only do we have this little, or not even little, this important pivotal anchored VWAP that basically shows you the downtrend that was started from 116. So clearly we can see that we had started actually downtrending all the way lower at the precipice, or at the point of 116. So at this area, we have the anchored VWAP with confluence, and a confluence with the highest volume area for the past year. Literally 96, 97 is or was the price action point where we had seen the highest buys and sells. So obviously this is a crucial important point with the anchored VWAP, but also we got little liquidity sitting above 96, 97. So technically right now, if I see a reclaim of 91, I wouldn't be surprised, but I won't be longing to see a dump, or sorry, a pump all the way higher to 96, but at this area I might be possibly actually participating into shorten the market. So the first trade for today is a possible short if we go to 96k. That's actually a very high ask of Bitcoin, so I'll cover also possible very much closer long trades on the lower side, because as I told you guys, I'll never ever talk about longs if we're breaking to the upside. I'll only plan out possible shorts at a higher point, and if we're dumping, I'll never try to short the market. I'm not the kind of person, I'm not the kind of trader that shorts the market. I do short the market, but only when we are topping out and pumping to the upside, as clearly shown, or like evidence. This would be a nice evidence, as you can see us holding this short that was opened previously, I think a month ago or even more, when we had pumped from 99, never longed, never shorted. I just waited for exactly a specific point, which was 106, 107 top out, and then that was, or still is, a perfect short that I'm still holding on till now. So right now, as I told you guys, if we go down, I have longs to plan, I have longs to be taken, not shorts. So let me right now go on a lower time frame to better explain these ideas, because obviously the short at 97 requires a much higher pump, but the drop to the lower side and the longs are much closer. Let me quickly explain, and to kind of quite short, let me explain the three possible long scenarios that are maybe or could be taken for today. Obviously, the first one is the least likelihood one, the lowest probability one, but I still gotta mention it for those who wanna maybe jump with me into little scalp trades. So first of all, the first little trade that I'm looking at right now on Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame is a possible long if we go below at 89, or even dip a bit below 89, as you can see here, go below this wick that we made on Monday, as you can see, wick below Monday's low, and then see a reclaim of 89.2. That would be the first and closest idea for only a scalp long on Bitcoin. And right now, on the higher time frame, I still have a better trade, which we've actually been wanting for the past, I'd say, 4 days. By the way, guys, on Saturday and Sunday, I told you guys I'm looking to long a hit of 87. However, we obviously didn't get that trade. We saw Bitcoin get very close to my entry, but I did not get an entry on that trade. So right now, if we do not manage to hold 89, I'm going to be waiting for the much better long, higher likelihood, to be honest, probability trade, which is at 87. So on the higher time frame, I have the 87 being the best important, to be honest, long, not only because it is technically an important long trade, but also because that's the line, or that's the line in the sand where Bitcoin either gives us a strong pump or breaks the local bullish structure and goes lower. Because you gotta understand, guys, that right now I'm not trying to like mention every scenario by saying that I'm predicting the market. I'll never tell you predictions, but you need to understand that just because Bitcoin is at a pivotal point, which is 90k, I'm going to be saying lots of contradictory stuff that would depend on actually one of these scenarios playing out. So my job here technically is for me to cover every single scenario, not to predict the market for you. So as I've covered the higher time frame, maybe bullish scenario of actually reclaiming 91, let's just assume and maybe cover the bearish possibility. How can Bitcoin go below 80k? Now let me explain that quite clearly, because assuming that Bitcoin doesn't give us the first scalp long, which is at 89, doesn't give us 87 as a long, so I'm assuming that we lose 89, lose 87. If we go below 87k and actually go below this volume area, important area, as you can see clearly that we had literally a high important area here. So technically, if we manage, let me make it more visible, if we manage to flip this green zone into a red zone, I'm going to probably flip super bearish. Not only on the higher time frame, because obviously on the higher time frame we are still downtrending, but even on a lower time frame, Bitcoin has been giving us a little bit of a bullish move by making higher highs and higher lows. But if we lose 87, 86, I might be flipping super bearish. And by that, I mean that I'm going to be expecting not only for the slow to be taken at 80k, but also for the 78, 76 zone to be hit. Why? Because I see, or I view this possible move of us going below 87, flipping it into resistance from support. That would be very similar to what or how I predicted the market market. I think a month ago when we had seen Bitcoin actually give us a nice local highs move, we made a high above this high, as you can see, at 116. But then, if you guys remember, if you've been following my channel for the past, I'd say a month, you should be remembering, guys, how we flipped super bearish. I didn't flip super bearish immediately. I like literally saw the drop from 116 all the way lower to 111 or 112, and then I started saying, guys, that I'm expecting 98 on Bitcoin. If you guys been following me for a while, you would have remembered how or what exactly did I say on the 1st of November. I was literally saying that right now Bitcoin is doing important, quite like bullish stuff, but after seeing us top out, fake out this high, and then lose the point of control, which is the midway point, I immediately from 112 started saying that I'm expecting 98. And that's very, very similar to how I'm expecting Bitcoin to play out if and only if we lose 87. Because like, see how similar it is, like on a lower time frame. If Bitcoin technically right now goes below 87, assuming that we do actually go below 87, I'm not here saying that we will go to 78. I just want you to understand, guys, that this is not out of the table, because right now we have actually made higher lows, which is good, but we also faked out the highs. So consider this to be 115, similar to that 115 high, and that is the 116 high, as you can see. So that's how we made it. So that was the 115 went above, made 116. So that would be very similar. And then if we lose 87k, I would say that this is very similar to what happened and what made me flip from bullish into bearish at the 111 112 point. So at this area with the 112 point a month ago would be the same as us losing 86 87, and at this point only here I'd say that we have a higher likelihood of actually going to 78. And I even took, by the way, I took the shape of the candles. As you can see, let me quickly show it to you guys. That's exactly, these are the candles move of the previous month. So that's exactly how it happened. Not very like similar, but you gotta see how like similar it is. Like, as you can see, that was the low, which was put at 103, which is similar to the 80k we've got here. And then we made a bullish structure, went and broke this high, as you can see. And then we lost as you can see here, we lost 87, 86, and then we went down to 78. So I'd say that losing 86 is similar to losing 112, and the target of losing 112 was 98. The target of losing 87 would be 78. Now, as I said, guys, I only wanted to cover the scenario because I want you guys to be prepared, but I'm definitely not even saying that this would happen. I want you guys just to be totally wary and understanding that this is within the realm of possibilities. But right now, let's focus on the longs and the short setups. Thank you guys for showing up, and thank you. I don't wanna like spread FUD around. I don't want you guys to be like fearful, but I must like give you guys the important breakthrough. So if this happens, then we gotta be ready with how the market would play out. Let me quickly do something very quick, and then we'll take a look at the lower time frame. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that everybody got lots of questions. I know that this like potential bearish scenario is very, very maybe like dangerous or scary, I'd say, but I want you guys to be totally I want you to be aware of it, but please don't act or don't take it as if I'm predicting it. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying that at least we have in our scenario based like cases, we have in our textbook me saying that if we lose 87, like be like ready for a drop to 78. By ready, I mean not selling. Please don't sell. Like, don't see Bitcoin go or trade below 86 or 87 and short the market. You can open a short, but based on a little local time frame trade, so you can be more biased towards lower, but don't just look at Bitcoin, see it has hit 85 and sell everything and say Ahmed told us if we lose 86, 87, we're going to go to 78. No, what I'm going to say is that if we lose 87, 86, first of all, I'm going to be predicting and expecting and prepared for a drop, but that won't be like short, or that won't make me short by itself. I'll probably look for a little pump, then short, then take it all the way lower. So see how like I can be biased towards lower, but only short if I get given a little pump within this section of a bearish case scenario. So see 87 as I said, guys, as the line in the sand. So above 87, nothing is too bad. Like even on a lower time frame, I gotta remind you guys that we're literally right now trading above 90.4k, so nothing is bad. Like, the structure is bullish. We have made for the third consecutive time a higher low, all right, and we're even like bouncing greatly from 90k. So technically, we can like hold 90.4k and pump all the way higher to 93, then expect 97. So please don't take me saying or covering every single scenario as me trying to predict everything. I'm not trying to predict. I just want you guys to be prepared for anything that could happen, especially with the FOMC that is going to be in, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 6 hours, right? So after 6 hours, we got an important news event. So please be prepared for anything. If we drop to 89, you got a plan to long. If we drop to 87, you got a plan to long. If we lose 87, you also have a plan. So I think that hopefully, guys, what I say right now would get you covered for your whole like trading day or even trading week. But my goal here is not to predict or say an expectation on every single like live stream. Sometimes we do have expectations. We can maybe give like random predictions here and there. You know, you guys know me with the crystal ball, but I don't want you guys to get used to it by thinking that I'll 100% always know where the market is going. I try to show up every day and actually give you or tell you guys my perspective. And if we happen to have a trade, we either like take it together or maybe just plan it out together. So let me take a look at the comments. Thank you for showing up. Let me read the comments here real quick because as I told you guys, I try to leave the first like 20 minutes or maybe 15 minutes to cover the introduction, and then we'll do reading the comments, and obviously then hopefully stick for much longer. By the way, guys, literally yesterday we super enjoyed the live stream. We literally spent 2 hours together, by the way, guys. So thanks to you guys, cheers to you guys, because you are the main reason for why I stuck for as long as I did. All right, so let me read the comments one by one, hoping not to miss any single comment. Thank you, brothers and sisters. We got Alsman said, hey champ, how you doing? I'm doing quite alright myself. So thank you for asking. We got Renata in the chat. Animes, yeah, we got the FOMC. Bitcoin is really confusing. Thank you, CoinPulse. The Action Tourist, yeah, technically 3 whole setups, but if you count them, yeah, I'd say 3. But if you ask me, I can literally come up with every single kind of a day, because like technically I just said 3, but like 1, 2, and if you lose 87, we can come up with short ideas or wait for a long at 78. So the trades that I know of right now are technically 4, right? Maybe 5 if I count a short at 105. I don't want to get too ahead of my too ahead of time. So let's wait and see, right? I think that viewing the market for this section of the chart would be sufficient enough for the day, unless we pump super hard above 94.5 or dump below 85. So I think the $10,000 range is quite enough to cover for today. We've got TD4, Alaikum Salam, brother. Daniel in the chat. We got All Musad, Yenderman, Yender. All right, so maybe I'm mispronouncing your name. We got Orientum, bro. Good afternoon, bro. Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody, and good morning to some of you guys. So thank you for showing up. Ahmed has been spot on yesterday. Just his general advice. He called 89k being a good place to long. I didn't take the long because I thought it looked like a bear flag pattern. Stop using patterns. Yeah. Thank you, Action Tourist. What do you think of the TR in these 2 days because of high volatility? I'm not sure what the TR is. Taking trade. What do you think of taking trades in these? Oh, I've never knew that TR stands for taking trades. I think you guys are taking it too far ahead with like using or shortening words. Taking trades. To be honest, I'm not against it. If you get a trade, then that's fine. But I do understand, guys, just to make it quite clear that like I'd say that the past like maybe 20 days weren't that much hard, but a bit confusing to the like usual trader. Like if someone, even a full-time trader, if they had stopped trading for the past, I'd say like month, or sorry, not even month, like half a month, the last 18 or 15 days, I'd be totally understanding of that, because the market, even though it was like bullishly structuring or moving well in terms of actually making higher highs and higher lows, every single low has a reason for it. I understand that we haven't seen much of a follow through after holding the structure. So totally up to you. I think that it's not the hardest environment to be trading in, But yes, it has been we lacked the fun of it, because like obviously we've been covering like literally every single drop. We shorted 107, we shorted if I remember correctly, like 105, 103. So we literally like had 3 4 consecutive days of calling the top. All right, so we had fun with this, and then we called. If you guys remember, we lost 97. I said we're going to be waiting for 91. I opened literally not a trade, but I literally opened the live, and I told you guys at 90k I'm expecting a drop like way below to maybe 80 or 84. Yeah, I think we had 84 level. All right, so like we've been covering very well, like expecting lower. All right, so I think that we ever since we had like expected a drop from 112, technically we called for all of this drop. All right, so literally a quarter or a quarter of Bitcoin value was, I wouldn't say called by me. I'm not here like bragging, but at least we were like perfectly calling for the market moves. All right, so I think that it's quite fair for us to like enjoy a technical precision for 18 days and then get a bit of a boring action for the other 18 days. So I think that's totally fair. That's the market moving in a fair direction, to be honest. All right, so not every single time, not every single week will be as easy as like lots of times, because that's why basically, guys, I tell you guys that my content is the kind of content that you either like follow on a daily basis, or you just leave it and never watch it, because it doesn't make sense for you to just show up once, hear me talk about like 96, and then you watch a video after a week and you hear me talk about like 78. You see that this guy, or you'd say that this guy is like out of his mind for talking, or like literally flip-flopping anywhere and everywhere, right? But you gotta understand that as a day trader, I try to cover the market on a daily basis, and the price action moves quite heavily, so I gotta get you guys covered with every single possibility. All right, let me continue in the comments. We got Rohan in the chat. The action tour said, now this price action looked like a descending triangle. Nope, we go up. I find descending triangle at the top somewhat reliable, but other than that, screw patterns again, especially for beginners and intermediates. Learn and listen to Ahmed. Thank you, action tourists. By the way, yeah, if you somehow manage to make money with trading patterns, by that I mean literally like being profitable for a very long period, then be my guest and do it. But if you're literally struggling to become profitable, at least be open for change. I think I've said that like very very lots of time. That's what I mean. All right, so let me quickly do something here. Give me a second here. All right. Good evening. We got Living Swamman. Yeah, good evening, brothers and sisters. Wayne, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. How are you doing? We got Musa in the chat, Hobby, Wayne. That's all right. So I think that they're speaking to each other. This week has been rough in terms of trading. Found one small scalp is all. Which later hit the stop loss. Totally fine, to be honest. What will be your stop loss if we turn bearish from 86k? See, that's assuming that I open a short if we lose 86k, but I didn't say that. Like, I made it quite clear, guys, that please keep in mind that if and only if we go lower to 87 and then not get given a long, so there's lots of assumptions that would be based on talking about the scenario of going to 78 has lots of assumptions. So assuming that Bitcoin goes to 87 and assuming that we don't get a long at 87 and we break below 87, all right, so let's just say we get to 85. Now I won't be short in this even if we go below 86, 87. So please, guys, pay close attention to what I say, because most of you guys would like forget that I don't mention trades, and then they think that, oh, this, or they take every single move that I explain as a trade. So I can literally tell you that if we hold 91, I'm going to be expecting 97. But this isn't a trade. Also, similarly, if we lose 86, I'm going to be expecting a drop to 78. But this isn't a short. So I cannot tell you where my stop loss will be for this bearish move, because this isn't a trade. If I take a trade, then that would be a totally different scenario. I need the price to move lower, then go a bit higher. I make up a reason and then share it with you guys. So if you want to follow me, totally up to you, but just please turn the notification bell on and watch every single day, or at least jump on the live whenever we have an important move, because right now I cannot tell you where my stop loss will be for an imaginary trade. Not only an imaginary, but an imagination built upon an imagination. Because not only do we assume that Bitcoin will go lower if we lose 85, but then we're also assuming that it gives us a little pump to short it. All right, so nothing will be I cannot give you a stop loss for a trade I don't have. All right, guys, what about the bearish flag patterns? I do not trade guys, trust me. Nobody, I think you're talking about this, like this one. All right, oh my god, this is a bearish flag patterns. This is going to be breaking down. Guys, trust me for the love of God. All right, I'm not sure if that's even a sentence. All right, this is how would I respectfully say it? If you make money from it, be my guest. All right, I'm not hating on everybody that on anybody that trades patterns, but I'd see this as like a technical respectful BS, to be honest. Why? Because trust me, no 100 million. I've been saying this. I'm literally repeating myself every single day, but I'm quite alright with it, to be honest. So no 100 million hedge fund is using a flag to short the market, or a flag to long the market, or a triangle to long the market. Trust me, guys. The market, or sorry, the traders in the market are much more sophisticated than you think. All right. So stop kidding yourself by thinking that, oh, we have, why not what do you call it, a wedge or something? All right, why isn't this a wedge? Like, trust me, guys, no geometrical shape that you learn in grade 3 would help you trade the market. All right, Wayne said more likes than minutes streamed is the goal. The standard is 100 likes per stream, period. Let's go, champions. Thank you, Wayne. Good morning, Finga. Hold on. We got lots of questions, guys, so please bear with me. Thank you, Finga, for showing up. Good morning to you, too. There's a billion liquidation in the 94.5K. Do you think we will hit that first? Not something that I look at. I don't look at it, to be honest, but thank you for sharing it. Personally, I don't look at the liquidation maps that are, like, out there. Haven't tried them. I see them as a bit of a noise to me. All right. All right, okay, let's go. 100 likes is the minimum we can do for Ahmed for all the trades and ideas and lessons. Thank you, Funksman. Thank you, and also for Wayne. Hi, bro. What price of Bitcoin do you expect in the month to 3 months? And unfortunately, as a trader, I do not have an expectations based on a specific time period. Yes, I can tell you like how the market is going, but I cannot tell you, oh, in 2 months it's going to do this, in 3 months it's going to do that. Like, I try to keep it real by only talking about real life tradable predictions and expectations and technical views. All right, I think that it's totally it would be a totally empty prediction or expectation if I tell you a number, unfortunately. So sorry for the boring answer. Can you summarize once I missed the start? Fortunately and unfortunately, Sajid, you can always go back and watch the first 10 minutes. Like, it's always there. You can literally you can choose to watch it now, like you can literally like play it back, or wait for the live to end and then go back to it. Totally up to you. Unfortunately, I cannot repeat myself, not because I don't want to, but most of the guys would be annoyed at that. So we gotta go with the crowd. Democracy rules. FOMC decision is announced on the second day of the 2-day meeting. So that's Wednesday at 2 p.m. All right. Thank you, Wade. Hi, brother. How are you doing? Doing quite all right myself. Thank you, 7th. Hey, champ. Nice analysis. What do you think about the 6.18 or 0.618 fib taken from the 21st of November? All right. I very much like entertaining you guys' analysis. All right. So we're talking about the, hold on a second, the 21st of November low. So that's obviously this one, and then which high to the 3rd of give me a second here, to the 3rd of December high. All right, so this one, yeah, coming out to be at this would be a good lower target for a strong dip. Technically, the reason why I'm not looking at this, right, just to maybe make it quite clear, is that we already like used this low, all right, to get a perfect reaction off of the move at, as you can see here, from this high, right? So technically we used this like fib from this low to this high to get a perfect reaction, or almost a close perfect reaction at 84. All right, so doesn't make sense for me to move it again, like move the goalpost again and consider this to be the high and then use it again. Technically, could work. Personally, I'm not looking at it because it's much, or it would make more sense after we had used this low to this high to get this reaction to now look only at this, which we've actually gotten a bounce from. Like if you want to see yesterday or the day before yesterday, we even did that. Like we went from this low to the high and we had seen a bounce from the Fibonacci 0.618, right? So the market is moving like quite nicely, to be honest. Like even though it hasn't been the easiest to trade, but at least it is respecting a bullish structure. So not only are we making higher lows and higher highs, right? But also we are putting the lows at a specific important area. So from this low to this high, we got, as you can see, we got the Fibonacci move perfectly, and then from this low to this high we got this Fibonacci move. All right, so technically we are uptrending nicely, and if we want to follow this pattern, then it would only make sense for us to use this fib to this high and then wait for a drop, which goes well with the idea of, like, by the way, goes well with the idea of longing at 89. Now technically, if you want to pay close attention, maybe this one would be a front run as we had done on Sunday or Saturday. I don't wanna make it too complicated, but look at this, guys. Like I think that the history is repeating itself, because last time, all right, watch this. We had this Fibonacci taken from this low to this high, all right, and we had gotten a perfect hit of the 0.618 with a little fake out of a previous low, all right. And that caused us actually to miss the trade because I wanted a bit lower. We didn't get it. All right. Also similar to this, like watch this on the lower time frame, a bit lower, not as important, but still like the thing or the theory remains. We got the Fibonacci from the low to the high at 92.3. All right. And what happened here, basically, we technically not exactly, but we had a like almost ahead of the 618, and then we also had a fake out of this low. So if history, quote unquote history, I'm talking about only 2 days apart here. If history were to repeat itself, then we had a pump, we had a fake out, a pump, a fake out, and then now maybe a pump, and then maybe we'll continue higher. So if we happen to have missed a trade like we had done on Sunday, Monday open, I wouldn't care much, but just keep that in mind because I have a trade, or I want to trade at 89. But last time I wanted to trade at such an important Fibonacci area, we had like front ran the area. All right, this happened on Sunday. All right, so this also happened on Tuesday, yesterday, or not yesterday, that's today. All right, so happened twice to us. Let's just see, because maybe this time we actually like hold this and go higher as we had done here, like holding this, going higher, holding this, going higher. I'm not sure. This is only just entertaining ideas, nothing to be used out of this information, by the way, because like my only trade would be me being stubborn enough to wait for a long at 89, right? So if this doesn't happen, if we pump from here, it would make sense because we are following a newly made pattern. By pattern, I mean like a rhythm. Don't worry, guys, the people that trade patterns, I'm only using the word here grammatically and maybe just for the sentence. I don't mean an actual pattern. Lots of beginners here think about like hear pattern and start immediately like salivating about the chance of us using a triangle or nothing. But no, I only mean a pattern by something that is like rhythmic and something that happened previously. All right. So let me quickly look at something important here. Give me a second, brothers. Hold on a second. All right. We got K said now sideways. I would avoid to trade 100. Would be the next move. To be honest, maybe, yeah. I'd respect someone not trading, because like if you don't have a setup, then don't do it or don't take it. Like as I did, by the way. Like I haven't literally taken a trade in a while. Why? Because I haven't I haven't gotten the trades or the setups that I spoke about and I wanted. All right. So that's totally respectable if you want to do it. If you're long, you're wrong. No, I'm not. I'm sure what you mean. All right. Thank you, bro. I think now the better chance for profit is focus on ETH. Yeah. maybe, yeah. Hi, brother. Why you chosen ExoChart for order flow? I'm looking for big trades tool suggestions. To be honest, like in the field right now, the friends that I know, they either use ExoCharts or Atas. There's one more, but I forgot the name of it. So if I remember, I'll say it. But Atas and Exo. I think Atas is free, so maybe you can play around with Atas, ATAS. But I'm not sure. I didn't use it yet, so I should be using it. I should be at least trying it for the sake of maybe talking about it. Do you also use candle? No, no candlestick patterns. All right. A candle can tell me a story only using the order flow app. But just looking at the plain view, trading view candle, that doesn't mean nothing. Uh, Ahmed teaches us to avoid patterns. We are learning to use volume, liquidity, and the order flow. Yeah, a legend, a legend, a legend. To be honest, the best man ever. To be honest, give me a second here, guys. All right, I'm doing a little of uh, little of business moves here. Anyways, all right, so let me go to ETH because we've got asked a question about it, and I also want to cover it because yeah, ETH against Bitcoin has been moving upwards for the past, I'd say, like ever since. Like I think I've covered this yesterday. I'm not sure. All right, so ever since we had bottomed out on Bitcoin and simultaneously, it's not a coincidence. Everything moves with Bitcoin. Ever since we had bottomed out of Bitcoin and ETH, so everything just follows Bitcoin. Very boring, like nice market. All right. For those who are like questioning why do I focus only or mainly on Bitcoin, here's your answer. Everything just bottoms out with or bottoms out of Bitcoin. Anyways, so with ever since we had bottomed out, we've been literally gaining ground on ETH against Bitcoin. So we've literally pumped 7% more on ETH or closer to 8 now against Bitcoin. So Bitcoin increased 12%. Now I think 13. ETH increased 21%. Right, so we are gaining some ground. ETH is slowly grinding its way up to the 3300 zone, where I'm looking for either a nice, amazing short entry or an explosive move, as our brother here called it, of us reclaiming 3300 and then seeing this pathway that I've covered a week ago. So that's it, right? So this section of the chart, every red zone is either a perfect short or an explosive move to the upside. By that I mean just take it as it is, because I know beginners here would say, or would hear me say, "Oh, I either short here or I long here." No, this area, this red area, is only made to be shorted or avoided, or avoiding a short and a long and just watching the price explode. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, "Or how can I make money by not longing or shorting this explosive move?" You can either try to get yourself a long all the way lower. So right now or even before that, I've literally covered a long Ethereum trade, by the way, yesterday. I will cover it again today, or I'll talk about how it worked perfectly. But you can either do that, all right? So have a long from lower. Don't make excuses and be sad and watch ETH like jump from 3300 to 3800. Understand that this is possible and prepare by holding a long from lower, all right? Or what you can do as a late option, you can maybe wait for a hit or a reclaim of 3300, wait for this to be reclaimed, and then only then look for an intraday scalp long. So for example, you open the chart and you see ETH at 3500. Know that Ahmed said that while we're holding 3300, I'm expecting 3800. So maybe at 3500, we see a little dip, find a nice entry, and take it all the way higher. So that would be the only possible viable scenario for the late entries. But please, for the love of God, don't be just randomly longing a break of this red zone, because I do not long breakouts, all right? Because breakouts has lots of fake outs to them, so I'd much rather you avoid this. Don't be longing breaking out, because we might actually fake it out and get a short, all right? Hopefully it's not too confusing, because I want to go in a lower time frame and cover like little ideas. Yesterday I covered a potential long, right? So see how perfect it had played out. Yesterday we basically just wanted for this area to be wicked out, right? I planned for this, and also I had the Fibonacci. So see how I just waited for liquidity, all right? that's basically, or I literally covered this on the live stream from yesterday. We literally spent 2 hours, guys, with you. So please, or I'm hoping someone at least took it, because we rarely get given a nice trade on Ether, right? So what happened yesterday, we basically had seen this move, or we had seen this, and I told you guys that I don't long unless we drop. And we planned out a possible trade where we possibly can see Bitcoin actually hit this liquidity area, also hit this anchored VWAP from this local uptrend, all right? So we can literally have a proof that it works well, all right? And then we also hit the Fibonacci golden pocket from this low to this high, fake it out, reclaim, entry, here's your stop loss, and here's your target, all right? That's the like plain easy mode of actually waiting for a dip, waiting for a claim, entering here, setting the stop loss at wherever the wick was, and then hitting, the first target will be the local high, and then maybe higher. So see how perfect it played out. I'm not saying that I expected this. I don't expect stuff, all right? I don't make expectations or predictions. I only talk about possible trades, all right? But I just want to open and widen your horizon to why you should always long at a drop and short at a pump, right? Most of you guys fail to understand this. Look at this, like plain, simple price action, moving with the market, understanding that most beginners try to short, so it pumps, long, it dumps, all right? Watch this perfect scenario. I'm not here like bragging about it. I'm just proud of it, to be honest, because like we literally faked out, right? Entry here, stop loss at the low, and then perfectly following the market, right? So if someone like wants to know how you're able to get or catch trades, you basically go on a lower time frame, find liquidity, find anchored VWAPs from a local, understandable, viable area, and also Fibonacci's volume profiles. Too simple. Just read the goddamn market, all right? All right. Give me a second here. Also, yes, no patterns anymore. Yeah, sorry. I think I've missed a few questions here. Appreciate your efforts with animation and stuff you're trying to on the live. Thank you. When we want to take a long on anchored VWAP in general, do we have to wait for a bounce or breakout and retest, then confirmation? No, the hit is, sorry. Usually, I don't trade just for the reason of having an anchored VWAP. I do that, but mainly, or I gotta keep in mind that this is maybe a low probability trade, because like I mostly look for like multiple ideas that would support me entering such a trade. All right, so usually a hit of the anchored VWAP is enough, but most of the time I only needed to go and reclaim a certain area. For this example, by the way, like see how it was sufficient enough for us to hit the anchored VWAP to get the trade, but I also waited for this line to be reclaimed and then for me to jump, right? So usually I use this as a reason to like prepare to enter, and a certain area of price to prepare or execute the entry. So hopefully this answers your question. Depends, to be honest, like if you want to use a strategy or not. Not that simple, unfortunately. Give me a second. All right. Gotcha. No promo for the exchange and code. You'll handle the apologies. Not sure, Wayne. Maybe your comment got auto deleted because you seem to be that. No worries. No need to apologize. I did nothing. Trust me. If I do something, I'll talk about it. Maybe the comments just. I think whenever you enter a code, it automatically deletes. All right. I'm not sure what you like typed in, but don't worry, I didn't take nothing. When do you I'll never delete a comment of yours, so don't worry. Monitor Bitcoin, buy ETH, I mean. But buy ETH, I mean. Yeah, like have Bitcoin lead your way in trading. Like use ETH as a leveraged way of trading Bitcoin, because it will probably, like not probably, but most likely move higher, like literally, like most certainly will move with Bitcoin, all right? So you catching along here, waiting for higher, like see how nice it is for someone to have gotten the trade, like the long trade we had spoken about yesterday, and then now they're enjoying a trade with stop loss entry, for example, all right? And they don't have to do nothing, like maybe take profit at 3100 or 31.7, and then here, see how nice it is, like for either they're able to catch a short at a fake out, all right? Or we actually get a pump and then they have to do nothing, just expand their long. See how perfect, nice it is to hold trades for longer. We've got the moon, Carl, the legend. Thank you, bro, for showing some love. Thank you for watching the stream. Appreciate that. Really makes sense. Thank you, Osman. No worries. Is December month always low volatility? To be honest, I don't care about this stuff, so I wouldn't be able to answer that, unfortunately. So basically, we should trade fake outs, but not when it's faking out, but when it's done faking out. Exactly, yes, because like the whole premise. Let me quickly cover or delete this path. Go back to Bitcoin. The whole premise of trading such fake outs is for us, they're never confirmed, but at least we wanted to go below a certain area for us to have a defined entry and a defined stop loss. All right, so that is why I tell you guys that, yeah, sometimes not everything is a fake out. Obviously, sometimes the market does move in a certain area, in a certain direction. So that is why we gotta like anchor ourselves to a certain area where we go back to. All right, so assuming, for example, someone wanted to, let me use a quick example. All right, on the lower time frame, someone wanted to maybe short the fake out of this high. I'm just using it as an example, nothing important. All right, so you don't short us breaking the high, but like dipping below it, right? But that's the main like entry like model for the trading these such fake out moves. All right, hopefully everybody gets it. I think that's quite easy to understand, but I'm quite happy that I get asked these questions. I'm quite happy that I see the brothers and sisters here trying to slowly gather and understand the stuff that I wanna like teach you guys. So thank you. Oh, by the way, guys, just before I mention, I know that you see the banner has changed. We are going to be running a trading competition. I just got contacted by Weeks, and we are working on a new trading competition for you guys. Don't worry about it. Let me quickly click on the link right now. If you go to the link in the description, nothing has changed. This is not the trading competition link, but I only said sign up for our biggest community trading competition because I promised you that next week, or maybe even a couple of days from now, we're going to start a new trading competition, and it will be the biggest community exclusive competition we ever ran on the channel. So if you want to participate, and if you had made an account with me and you're already trading on Weeks, doesn't matter, nothing, you don't have to do nothing. But for those who haven't yet made an account, you gotta use this link and then just make an account, guys. Obviously, this is a promotional link. Yes, I will benefit from you guys using the link, but I want to also like pay you guys back by actually making fun competitions. No, so not only will you get the usual still exclusive offer, which is like a free bonus to trade with if you just put your phone number and email, but also a secondary bonus if you actually like deposit, you'll get $50. But also, I want you guys to be prepared, deposit your money, because within like maybe 2 to 5 days from now, we will start our new trading competition, which will be the biggest trading competition for you guys. And just, it's very easy, very fun, to be honest. As a community of traders, I'm trying just to maybe bring a little fun of it and see who wins such trades. And maybe, just maybe, not maybe, it's going to be a promise, hopefully, that not only will we be given out for the top winners the usual like amount, however that comes out to be, but also I'm going to be personally giving away actual USDT. So you'll be getting actual USDT from the competition itself, from the team at Weeks, but also from me. Hopefully, guys, I'm going to treat you well and pay you guys back, not figuratively and also literally, by how much you guys show me in the support I've gotten in the past, I'd say month, 2, or even 3. So thank you guys. Your like very strong appreciation and kindness is not going unnoticed, and I'm working with the Weeks teams to cook up a nice trading competition for you. So as I said, if you have made an account with me, nothing is required. But if you want to prepare by making an account right now, no KYC is required. Just use this referral code. You either type it in, I'll literally copy it now and put it in the comment section, right? Bear with me, guys. I'm just talking about Weeks. I try not to overly mention it because I hate promoting stuff, but at the same time, this is an exclusive offer. So I literally right now, I typed in the comment section just 4 letters, which is QLWL, all maybe lowercase. If you use this code, guys, right now, you will be getting the exclusive offer, plus you'll be ready and eligible to jump into the training competition once it is ready. So right now it is the time to prepare, guys. Plan up, make your account, deposit your money, move to Weeks because it's very easy. No KYC, so you can literally like no matter what kind of exchange you're using, you can literally deposit your money into Weeks, get the free bonuses, and use the training competition. Anyways, I think that we have literally gone overboard. You're talking about. I'm just proud of actually making the training competition. Sorry, guys. So don't want to bore you guys with these information. If someone has a question, please be my guest. Anyways, where do you see Bitcoin at the end of this year? Unfortunately, I see it. I don't see nothing, guys, because I try to answer time specific questions. Like I want to answer them, but I cannot because I don't know. I don't know nothing, guys. Uh, is the only long you open now at 84K? Not sure if the price pumped. I'm not sure where you got that number from. If 91 holds, I'm expecting 91, even with you adding disclaimers. Right, hard to stomach that special. Sorry, is the only long you have open now at 84K? No, I have no longs at Weeks, guys. I try to be transparent, so I'm not. I'm pretty sure nobody knows that. Or sorry, it's not a hidden fact that I have no longs here. Not because I'm bearish, but because I haven't gotten it set up, guys. Like I'm not here to trade like randomly. Right? Please understand that I try to have the Weeks portal open for you guys to know if I have something up or I have done something new. All right. That it might not happen, etc. Is this something to learn just to cope with, or still to try a risky long or something? Props. Yeah, I think what you mean is that how can we make money by the saying, or you, Ahmed, saying that if we hold and their claim 91, I'm going to be expecting 97, right? So how can you make money with this? First of all, don't be longing breaking out of 91. I don't care. Even if Bitcoin literally in a matter of seconds magically and lovely pumps from 91 to 97, don't long a break out of this area. Please don't be longing, even though I'm expecting this to happen some way, somehow, sometimes. Don't be longing. All right, that's the first thing. And then if you get like, probably Bitcoin doesn't move immediately to 97. It won't like literally pump hard to 97. So what will happen like reasonably is basically us reclaiming 91, maybe going to 94. After hitting this important like little local resistance, we can maybe find a little trade. For example, I'm just making an example up because we don't have the price action, so I cannot tell you exactly how I will long, but like I can maybe find a little trade at 94, wait for a dip to 94 if it happens even, and then use this as my entry to 97. So rather than jumping blindly just for the sake of breaking out, I will wait for a pump, wait for a dump at a specific area. I cannot tell you because I'm just giving you the idea, but obviously we need to see the price action, and then obviously that will be the entry. I will never ever long the breakout. I'll always look for a dump to enter, and maybe this stop loss will be here. I don't care. I just want to teach you guys how to use this, like the general sentences that I do say, right? Because sometimes I do understand that not every single thing that comes out of my mind is a setup. So please do understand how I'm sharing these. Give me a second here, guys. All right. Trend lines are actually good since you said there's no way patterns are used by hedge funds and only by novice retail. I use them by doing the opposite. It's been working pretty well. Yeah. I mean, if you're making money literally by using astrology for that matter, I wouldn't care, guys. Making money would shut the conversation up, to be honest. So kudos for you. ETH looks like it wants to pop. Yeah, but I cannot do nothing with this sentence, unfortunately. I don't trade. I don't trade the sentiment. Great to see you're patient. Thank you, Alex. CoinPulse said, I'm trying to learn fixed range volume profile. I tried to mark previous weekly candle with volume profile and then enter from the point of control from there. Is this the right way to do? One of the ways, yeah. Nothing is wrong with using an important high period volume point of control. Smart. All right, if it's working, then you can test things out and learn stuff, because nothing will come to you by just knowing or someone explain something to you. You have to understand that it comes with experience. All right. Honestly, all coins look the same, especially alts. Yeah, whenever you see ETH against Bitcoin pumping with Bitcoin quote unquote, at least not pumping, at least moving in a positive direction, then every single coin will be moving together with Bitcoin. So please don't know this. Like the reason why I only, or sorry guys, let me adjust my sitting here. The only reason why I notice, or I focus on the Ethereum against Bitcoin chart, because this is a very high predictor of the market. All right. By market, I mean the altcoin market, right? So like most of you guys look at the dominance of Bitcoin, the dominance chart, but trust me, add this to your trading routine or your analysis routine, because this would literally like change everything. The reason why, or how I was able to literally 3x my portfolio, I think I've shared this like story before, but how I was able to 3x my portfolio by trading ETH and buying ETH at the low of 1300 and 1800 was because I understood how bullish ETH against Bitcoin looked. So instead of wasting my time, I see it as a waste of time personally. Instead of wasting my time charting a percentage-based untradable asset, which is the Bitcoin dominance chart, I actually charted an actual tradable asset, a tradable pair, which is the ETH against Bitcoin charts. All right. So with that being said, I think that it's a must used thing in your trading habits, at least if you're someone who looks at alts. If you're not, then that's fine. Just look at Bitcoin. Forget about the ETH against Bitcoin chart. Travis said patience always pays off. Exactly, because like as traders, no one can force our hands to not trade, so it needs self-discipline. Because obviously if you have enough self-discipline, you'll be only taking trades that are like 10 out of 10 in terms of like if you're trading setup or strategy. Alex said, I find the value area low and high best to focus mainly on. Yes, but they depend on. So yes, that's true. But for the value area low and high, you need to have a specific range that you're trading and you're focusing on, because the point of control is a set thing. Like it is a known thing. It is a mathematical thing, which is the highest volume area for however or how much of a volume, or a period you decide to analyze. But the value area high and low is affected by extra more movement to the side, whether you're putting more info from the future or the past. So I think that the value area high and low is only useful when you are understanding the context of the range you're taking the volume profile pull from. Sorry for making it too advanced, but I'm quite happy with the questions, at least for beginners, and focus on trading the range. Exactly, yes. Alex seems to know what he's doing. So yeah, totally correct. I think the second comment made it quite made me more sure that we are on the same page. Thank you. Ahmed, you misunderstood me. You misunderstood my message. I didn't mean they work for me in the sense of imaginary setups. I meant I use them as contrarian setups. Yeah, I understood that, and I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, that's smart. I do like that. Yeah. You can use it to your advantage, because like if you know that every retailer is using it in a dumb way, very beginner friendly way, do the opposite, it would work. Yeah, so smart. I did understand that, by the way, so kudos for you again. All right. Wayne said, smash the like button. We need 100 likes is the standard per stream. The legend Wayne, to be honest, the only man that forces me to ask for likes, so I'm quite enjoying it. If we got to 91.3, then we got rejection. Is a good idea to short, especially we got resistance from the volume profile, right? Let me entertain this question too, because for me to entertain a question at 91.3, only take it as a scalp. If you ever see me at the 5-minute time frame, understand that we're only talking about like literally like a small trade. So if I'm going to take a volume profile, as me and our brother here Alex discussed, a volume profile, value area high and low, are only as useful as the range that you're looking at in, right? So if I'm going to put a volume profile, I'll obviously pick this range. Makes sense, all right? And then putting a volume profile on it will show me important areas, the value area high and low, and the point of control, all right? And then we get our answer. Now keep in mind that this is a very low time frame trade, but yes, technically if you want me to use my crystal ball, my little super crystal ball, right, while we're holding 90.4k, I'm going to be waiting for 91.3, all right, for the next couple of minutes or seconds or maybe an hour. And if this happens, then yes, maybe look where this high was put. Let me see. Tuesday at Monday, nothing important, right? right? Nothing important, but yeah, maybe we can target this high, or like use this high as a reason with the MPOC, with the value area low, with the high volume area. All right. So that would be an entry model to a short, right? Where we just look at the value area high with a high by the way, whenever I say high volume, I mean this. Look at this, even though it's unhighlighted, so not highlighted, but it is a high volume area. All right. And we also are coming back to an area where we had taken liquidity. All right. And we got this high to maybe target. Maybe if we get this and then fake out 91.3, this could be a short. But please do keep in mind that this short will be very small, maybe as a scalp. I'm not sure, guys, if you want me to take it with you. So scalp entry here, take profit at 90.5. Take profit 2 would be maybe at 890 or even 89 or even at this low. So very small trade. See how like the stop loss would be small, the take profit would be small. So only for those who are knowing what they're doing. All right. So I see it as a useful question to be asked, because even though this is small, this pattern does repeat and is useful on a higher time frame. By that I mean just a 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame. Keep up the good work. Really enjoy watching your lives. Been full-time trading here for 15 months now. You seem like one of the better people on YouTube. Cool to see. Thank you, Alex, for your nice encouragement, and I'm glad to see like knowledgeable people in the chat. Are the tools you use on TradingView only available for via the paid version? I couldn't find them. Maybe that's just for me. I think it is. I didn't know that at the beginning, but I think I found out that maybe it is. Not sure. Maybe someone can correct me. All right, because I thought that it is free, but somehow, unfortunately, it may not be. Maybe, I'm not sure. Sorry. You need the essential plan at least. All right. So thank you, Alex, for answering that. I sound like a rich brat for not knowing, but I'm not sure. Like, I haven't used it because it's not even the expensive thing that I'm like subscribed on TradingView for. Not the expensive package, but I didn't know. Yeah, it is an investment. Yeah, for sure. Every time I promote the channel in the chat by saying sign up for the free tag or weeks, the code, it gets deleted. I thought it was you. No, it's not me, Wayne. I'll never do that. Thank you, bro. Like, obviously I will be totally appreciative of it. So never. Sorry for this misunderstanding, or not. So I'm not sorry, but I mean, like, no worries, brother. I mean, I'll never delete such comment. Maybe try doing it in a less scammy way. Maybe the AI is just deleting your comment, unfortunately. So maybe I'll take it and then maybe like copy paste. Or maybe I can make you hold on. I'll try to make you a moderator. All right. Can manage block words, change modes in live. Also can review comments. All right. Let me give you this moderator thing, even though you don't want it. But maybe this time you can actually like comment freely. All right. Yeah, I absolutely want more alerts. Exactly. That's mainly why I'm using it. I'm not here. I didn't even know that the volume profile is in the paid subscription. Can 91.3 also provide us a resistance, which if broken through we go? Yes, but as I told you guys, resistance being broken is not a long trade, right? Most useful stuff available for free on TradingView. I'm not sure what you mean. Unfortunately, apparently, I do not know which stuff are free or and stuff which stuff aren't. So I wouldn't be the best guy to ask. But if someone can tell me which stuff aren't, like, I'm not using anything. I think the only stuff that are like not free, maybe the anchored view and the volume profile, but the others are sorry, the others are all, not sure, like all just lines that I use from the volume. So I think that technically every single line I need, because I use them all from the volume stuff. Wayne, our moderator, yeah, I think he deserves it at this point. Alerts is one of the best things to use on TradingView. I advise all serious traders to use exactly. By the way, bro, I've been saying this for most of the, like, I've literally lost my voice on multiple days by just literally like fighting and convincing people to use it, because like unfortunately most people jump into trades by using limit orders. They don't understand that you must look at the reaction before making a decision. Most of them try to optimize, if that's even a word, their trading, but unfortunately you cannot make it very automatic. You gotta make the decision for yourself. All right, so alert to open a monitor and then make the decision. I wish I can give you your video 100 likes. Thank you for taking all the questions. Please smash the like button, guys. Thank you, Asman. Your comment and your like individual like is like enough by itself. Thank you. I also tried it. The volume tool is only available for paid version. All right, very interesting. But the anchored view is free. Okay, good to know. It's a great way to avoid missing out on your own zones. Yeah, exactly. Fixed range volume and anchored view is free. All right, so maybe. All right, I think what she mean, Carol, is that maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I think that some of you guys say the anchored view, sorry, the volume profile is free. Some are saying not because maybe you're not using the correct one. Let me like drop my camera. All right, so you gotta understand that there's like two volume profile ones. There's the fixed, which I use, and the anchored, which I don't. Right. So please keep in mind that if you have the free version and you do not have the fixed range volume profile, this one, the starred one, this is it. If you don't have it, then it's not free. All right. I'm not using the anchored one. This anchored one, it's only like you put it. It's similar to the anchored view up. You just put it at a specific point and it start like updating how like with the volume go changing. So if the price goes, the volume will be added to it. Right? Never use it. I see it as annoying, but yeah, maybe you can like play your way around it and use it as a free version if you don't if you do not want to pay for the paid subscription. I'm not even sure. I think that is good because like TradingView like they do lots of like promotions. So trust me, just wait. Like they literally they did the Friday like every single Black Friday, they get me with a stupid subscription that I buy for the outgoing next year. So like somehow I managed to have a new subscription that I never use because every single year I update it for the next year, right? Fixed range volume profile. I think I've read that question. Anyways, so let me look at Bitcoin. Been boring for the past couple of minutes. All right, still waiting for the easy trades to take. Don't want to get you guys too confused. Let me delete these lines back. Champs, you're the man from America, Mississippi. Thank you, Kike. Thank you for showing some love. We got love for all the way from Mississippi. Thank you, bro. Nice to hear or nice to see that we've got like lots of viewers from all over the world. Thanks, bro. But I'm just like you, here to learn. Humble promote Ahmed. He's the most humble and most. Thank you, bro. Quite. I think you deserve it. It looks, it suits you to have the little, not sure what you call this tool, but anyways, the unscrew thing, you know, suits you, looks good. Fixed trading volume and volume profile are the same thing. No, there's two things. Fixed range volume profile and there's the anchored volume profile. From what I know, there isn't just a volume profile name by itself. But it does feel great to see your name in blue. I don't wanna make you seem jealous, Livings Fun Man. You'll get it. So let me like make a ranking system where everybody gets it like maybe once a week. Hoping at that point we'll have all of you guys being moderators. But I think that's quite nice because like both of you guys are very supportive, like good supportive people, to be honest. So thank you guys. You both deserve it. It's not you don't need the moderator thing to be like appreciated and also like for me to recognize you. So don't worry, Livings Fun Man, your contribution, your kind words, and your time spent watching me is never going unnoticed, to be honest. Thank you, bro and sister. I think you're a bro, but doesn't matter. All right, so hopefully I'm not misgendering you. Anyways, so let me quickly look at ETH. I also want to go and make a live Arabic stream, so like maybe I won't be staying for 2 hours as I did. I do go crazy sometimes, but maybe this time we gotta stick with our certain set time. I already did go like above board, but we'll watch and see. Give me a second here. Let me double check something very quickly. All right, I think that we've done this. All right. Anyways, so just to quickly reiterate, guys, I wanna because like unfortunately I fail at being a salesy guy. So let me try again. If you want to participate, totally up to you. But if you want to participate in the upcoming biggest community exclusive trading competition, that would only allow you to join the trading competition if you have a Weeks account that is signed under me. Now, how to do that? If you have made, obviously, because we've been talking about Weeks for months now, so I think most of you or lot of you guys would already have an account, so that's fine. If you have an account with me, you don't have to do nothing. But if you want to make an account now, you can prepare by actually using this link. Now this link is actually, by the way, like using this link, clicking on this link would open up the page where you can sign up like very quickly and immediately. Obviously, by the way, guys, this would use or make you use the referral code. So it is something promotional. Please know that. I'm not saying it for legal reasons. I don't think that most of you guys will sue me, but please don't. But I'm only saying it because of ethical reasons. Yani, I don't want to hide the fact that if you use the link, obviously the code will be automatically generated and put here. All right. And if you want to use this code, you'll be getting the nice deposit bonus, and you'll be eligible and ready. Your account will be ready to jump and join the biggest trading competition that we will hold. Hopefully, I'll try. Hopefully, 2, 3, 4 days max. I already asked the team. They're working on it. They're working on setting the competition up. So hopefully we'll make it ready. And as I promise you guys, not only will we be given the specific money that Weeks will be allocating. Forget about this 4,200. Hopefully it will be similar or even higher, right? Right, so not only will Weeks will be given away actual USDT, but me also, I will be given every single day to the highest volume trader, maybe $100. I'm not sure, but last time I made it, or I kept giving away lots of money. So hopefully, guys, I will make up, or I'll make sure that everybody gets the most out of the trading competition. If you want to move exchanges, Weeks is a good option. I use them personally fully as a profitable day trader, and I also want to mention the fact that they do not require KYC. So I think the transition from exchange to another will be very easy. All right. What if we already have an account? Can we still do the challenge? If you have an account that is not signed under me, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, because Weeks doesn't require much effort, so you can make a new account. Because no, it's unfortunately requires you to have made an account that is using my own link. So if you have made an account from me or using my link even a year ago on this channel, that is fine. But if you have an account that was made from someone else, you got, unfortunately, to remake an account, sign up again, and use the QLWL referral code, and maybe just switch accounts, because Weeks doesn't require KYC. So you can literally like play around, make lots of accounts, just join the challenge. Totally up to you guys. As told you, I'm just saying this in advance, because last time we announced the trading competition on the same day as I had gotten the trading competition done, or it was started. But this time I want to have it at least talked about for you guys to prepare, because obviously you need to sign up, make an account, deposit. It would take you, maybe if you do it quickly, you'll be able to make an account under 2 minutes and then deposit in under 2 minutes again. So maybe you can do it in less than 5 minutes. But I just want to I want you guys to not be like, maybe I don't want to bring it out of the blue. I want to make it something that is known, and then once it is done, once it is launched, we all know about it and can participate, and not have someone like maybe be behind because they didn't get enough time to deposit their money. All right, give me a second here because I want to take a sip of water. I didn't get the rehydration reminder today. Want to try logging some altcoins, but would I really need more alerts for those coins? Because Bitcoin and alts don't follow each other precisely, though obviously closely, as reason partly to pay for TradingView. Ahmed, I have this silly app downloaded that explains candlestick patterns. A pattern, is it worth keeping? Delete it and wish for the best. Champs Crypto, in no way I envy him. I'm glad that my fellow champion got to be a moderator for his channel, as we did need one. Now he better keep the spamming. I'm not sure. Please, maybe not. Don't do the racist thing, but please, thank you. I'm pretty sure you're very geographically close to India, so it would be very ironic to be racist against those people. Anyways, I'll let it slide because you're a brother of mine, but please don't be using this hatred to anyone, no matter the race, religion, or color, whatever. Surely there would be some use for at least knowing the patterns. Personally not, but counter trades, yeah, maybe. But I am Indian and I hate spammers. Yeah, that's self-hating, but or at least that's maybe more respectable or acceptable to be racist against your own race. That's a smart thing to say, or not smart, but at least like a interesting take. Ahmed, keep running, my guy. You'll keep or you become a big YouTuber, and at one point, I'm happy to see at the beginning of seeing you go big. Thank you, MUFC. Thank you for showing some love. I'll try my best, hopefully, not let you down. We've got Salam, Alhamdulillah, thank you, bro. Doing quite alright. And I see them spamming here. To be honest, fine. Alright. Don't wanna stick with a prejudice against a certain race, even though it's funny how you're Indian and you hate like everybody hates spammer, but from all like types. Ahmed, what is your goal with YouTube? Smart, interesting question. I don't know. Uh for the time being, I enjoy it, but I need to maybe rethink this because I'm literally wasting all of my. Not wasting, you're wasting it has a negative connotation to it, but by wasting, I mean just take it as it is because of my limited vocab. I'm using wasted as a nice thing here. I'm wasting my evenings talking about stuff that I like. So it's totally wrong to use wasting. It feels wrong. But anyways, I'm all I mean is just like I'm enjoying my time, but yeah, I think that we must rethink the stuff. Like obviously I haven't sold anything. Doesn't mean that I will never, but for the time being, I think that my time is better spent by just like showing up once a day by 1 hour and then have the team clip the stuff up, post stuff up. I got my own business to run in the morning. The night is usually spent with like friends, family. So I'm not sure. That's a question I should think about. But let's just leave it for now. Uh, 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 uh. You missed a comment above of me not reminding you for Mac. I think I avoided that question without meaning to do so. So, alright, don't worry. I got it. It's resting here. Spending all your spare time. Yeah. But sometimes I do go overboard and use times that it's not supposedly to be spare time, but that's fine. Bitcoin is being rejected at the value area high on the 4 hourly time frame short. You can literally come up with literally hundreds of shorts and longs depending on what kind of time frame you're looking at. So if you have a trade that you're certain with, you have a set invalidation point, totally fine to take it. Brother, you have a better vocab than 50% of English people. I can vouch for that. I live in England. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I speak English well, but yeah, vocabulary is good because I'm academically well in English. All right, not even academically, but even speaking wise, studying wise. So yeah, but I gotta say that I have. It's not all I need is practice, maybe, right? And also, I think the speaking casually is better than actually trying to think much about the words that I do say. But if you go back to maybe the beginning of our live stream journey a month ago, you would see a clear progression into the not the vocab, not the accent, but the way how smooth I'm able to uh like articulate myself. Here's a big word for you. I've missed an ungodly amount of setups by not using alerts. Exactly. That you gotta use them because you're not supposed to set limits, and you're not supposed to monitor the screen like 100% of the day. So the good like ground midway is actually to put an alert. All right. It's really amazing how you just accepted that lifetime is not limited to an hour. It's been weeks, I guess, that we go above. Yeah. I think I've accepted that I do enjoy it. It does bring me mental happiness. So I think that I guess we gotta go on board, especially because we've got comments coming in. Like if there were no comments and no like questions, obviously I wouldn't be able to speak much. Then I wouldn't have lots of stuff to talk about. So thank you guys for keeping the show on. Bro, you're not wasting your time. A lot of us have learned so much from you. You are a great trader and teacher. Thank you. Alright, bro. Your kind words always go noticed, not unnoticed. All right. I'm eyeing a short setup on Bitcoin for this New York Open. There's liquidity at 88K. Potential target. All right. Smart. Your words seem to be smart. I don't want to double check your setup because I'm probably going to close the stream in the next few minutes, but you seem to be knowing what you're doing. Boring makes money. Nothing but gratitude for our humble teacher. Thank you, Wayne. Salam. not totally fine. Anyways, all right. You are the only one spamming. I only spamming. Don't worry about it. Humbled to be chosen as a moderator. However, I don't know the job description law. Just do you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You're more than qualified for this. Not a job, not a title, nothing. Just a way of appreciation. And also because I literally wanted to check if you're able to comment the stuff that were deleted automatically. So I just put you as a moderator because obviously you deserve it. I'm not going to do it randomly for anybody that like faces issues with the AI deletion on YouTube, but also because you wanted or you faced like little problems here and there. So let's see if this works. All right. All right. So just because I'm here juggling two balls, if you want to call it that, which is actually going live on Champs Crypto Arabic, then or before that going live on the Champs Crypto English channel. So we've literally like spending lots of time on this stuff. And also what, tomorrow I'll be going to my first ever like event, which is the blockchain something. I'm not sure what what's it's called. So I've never been. I don't like wasting my time in events and that, but I'm trying to like new stuff. So I'll be going to it. It's in Abu Dhabi. All right. A very very random side note, but I just came to my mind, so I want to mention that. And also, guys, I said if you want to follow me, hoping guys that I'm quite enjoying this. So if you wanna like maybe follow me, totally up to you. But I'm totally appreciative of everybody that actually kept up with me and actually enjoyed that. Hello, bro. How are you? I'm doing quite alright myself. Thank you for catching up. We are literally just ending it off. So thank you for your comment. I'm doing quite up. Hoping the same for you. And as I said, guys, because that would be the last reminder, I don't want to annoy you guys, don't want to superly push this, but a trading competition will be held in the next few days. I'm not sure. We're working on it with the week's team, so I cannot give you a definitive answer, but I'd say in the next 2 to 4 days we will be running our biggest community exclusive trading competition. So if you have made or had made an account with Weeks with my own link, then you don't have to do nothing, just deposit and be ready. But if you haven't made one yet, then obviously just hit this link. It will take you to the sign up page exclusive to Champs Crypto. Obviously you'll get the deposit bonus, but also you'll be ready with your account made for the next upcoming biggest trading competition, where we not only will be kindly using Weeks money to give you little, like not little but good competition prize money, but also I'll make sure to also like give away money from my end or from my side, guys, because I think that the support I've been receiving is super wonderful. Even my own trades have been doing very well because I'm getting the chance to explain to them or explain them to like viewers or audience that you are, guys. So thank you a lot for making my P&L go up, for my happiness to go up. So hopefully I'll try and repay it back by giving also lots of money. Not lots, is it's objective, or maybe subjective, not sure. All right, whatever word we're gonna use here. Anyway, so hopefully I'll make giveaways and give money to the winners, top 5, top 1. I'll see how I want to structure it, but I will hopefully put money in with Weeks. Both of us will put money in so we can literally give winners there. So there will be winners like top 5, maybe top 3. I'm not sure how they want to structure it, but also there will be a giveaway. So not only will you be like joining a trading competition for the sake of winning, ranking higher, but also there will be a random giveaway that would occur at every single day of the training competition. I think that I've said enough. Everybody knows the plan, everybody knows where we're going to launch short. And also if you want to use the link, it is in the description. I'm trying not to overly annoy you, so that will be the last time I'll say it for the day. I want to leave you guys with this and also leave you guys enjoy your weekend. So not even weekend, sorry, enjoy your evening. And also please trade safe. I want you guys to promise me, as I try to remember at the tail end of every single live stream, that please, for the love of God, and also because I want to be proud of you guys, please do put a stop loss for every single trade that you do enter. And at that, guys, that will be the mark to end it off. Thank you guys for showing up the love and appreciation. I'll get you guys, or I'll hopefully reach you guys maybe tomorrow. I've got this little event, but at night, maybe at 10 p.m. tomorrow, I'll go back to the office to film and make the live stream. So please, tomorrow, expect a very, very late live stream. All right? Don't be saying where Ahmed went. Trust me, I'll do it, but maybe at the tail end. I've got like a hectic drive, maybe 4-hour travel, lots of stuff to be going on, but I'll hopefully not miss the upload and not go, or I'll hopefully go live tomorrow. So thank you guys for showing up, and I'll leave you guys. Enjoy.